you just how much we miss you here and just how great of an impact you've had on our lives. Just both like musically, just how much you've invested in us. It's just really amazing. No other teacher has done that. And I'm just so thankful for what I've learned from you. And then just your friendship too has just been a blessing. And we just really miss you.
When I first met you, June 12, 2014, I went to your office, played my Bach, Rachmaninoff, maybe a Chopin, and an hour and a half later you told me that, by the way, I was your student. So, and then when you asked me to play on the Chopin concert, and I learned the Butterfly Etude, and learned it so fast that you gave me the double thirds, the sixth Etude, and it was really impressive, but it was really nice to have you push me on something like that and make me reach a goal, and I just want to thank you for that.
Take forever to talk about all the memories that Dr. Tsai and I shared, but to make it short, she will be the only Dr. Tsai and then continue to hold a very unique place in my heart. And 不管以后我到哪里，我会继续努力的把你的精神活下去。
I've been thinking about you and going back through the notes that you gave us, and I'm fixing to move to Austin, Texas and kind of start a new musical career there. And I just remember in pedagogy how you told us all about your biography and how you moved around so much and just started new things, and you're never scared to just start into a new career. And that was you here at UTC, and you've done a great job and everybody misses you.
I was thinking back to when I first met you, when I was about 8 years old. I started coming to UTC for competitions and various auditions. And at that point I started receiving constructive criticism for my music and my playing. And I never would have imagined back then that I would end up at UTC and take lessons from you, and what a tremendous time of growth that was for me musically. But your impact on me was so much more than music. You taught me life lessons, and you were just such an inspiration with everything you accomplished in such a short period of time, and your incredible work ethic and the discipline that you instilled in me. I'll never forget one time that I missed a Chopin recital and made up some lame excuse that I was telling you, and you punished me for it and sent me to the music lab and had me listen to the concert, which was recorded, and write a paper on it. When it was all said and done, that assignment took me about 6 or 7 hours, and suffice it to say, I never missed another recital. So I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. I wouldn't be the person I am without you.
Think about you every day, and we miss you a lot. We really do. We miss your energy and your drive and your commitment to integrity. We miss your compassion and caring for your students and the way that you shepherd them through the program. And all of us need to learn more from you about that as we deal with our students.
One of the earliest memories I have of you was at TMTA at Carson Newman. You were my judge, and I played for you, and I got a bunch of comments from you, and they were so good and so helpful and encouraging. And I remember at the end you wrote, please, please keep up the good work. And I remember that just being really encouraging and inspiring to me, knowing that Dr. Tsai had written that. And so that definitely helped motivate me during high school. And not only that, but also just the other times that you were my judge and you heard me play, you were always just so encouraging and helpful. So you are definitely the main reason I went to UTC in the first place, and I'm so glad I did. And you were just always so generous with your time with me, and I know with all of your students, and extra lesson time or hours upon hours for extra time for recitals, or inviting us to your home for cooked meals that you would spend days working on, delicious food. And anyway, I could just go on with examples, but you really gave everything for your students, and you're all that I could ask for in a teacher, but more than a teacher too. So I really appreciate you, Dr. Tsai, and I love you.
I just feel very honored and privileged to have been able to be one of Dr. Tsai's students. Those 2 years from 2012 to 2014 in the master's program at UTC have just been great, and I will forever keep them in my heart. I remember the first lesson that I had with Dr. Tsai. I was as nervous as I could be, anxious but excited, and that first day she was just so unbelievable because she knew how to encourage students. She showed, and I'm sure she believed in all of us. She would bring out the best that we had and that we could give, and she would never stop believing in us. She was consistent. She would sacrifice her time, give us extra lessons sometimes. As intense as she could be, as her piano students remember her too, and as intense and demanding as she could be, she would believe in us and not only treat us as a student, but also as a friend, as an advisor, and she just knew how to treat each student individually very, very good. She knew each student good, and I think that's part of being a great teacher, is really engaging and knowing your student. And I think she lived a professional life as a performer, as a teacher, just excellent balance. It's, once again, I feel too honored to have been able to have her as a teacher. It was only 2 years from 2012 to 2014 in the master's program, but I feel very grateful for that and will forever have her in my heart. It's an unbelievable loss that the world has, and UTC too, but I'm sure she left a great legacy that will continue throughout the years. That of persistence, of love to music, of enjoying music and understanding it in different ways. And I really hope that someday soon we may see her again.
You are a very important figure in my life as a musician, and also in many of our lives of your students. You've shaped us greatly and worked hard for us. So we will always keep you in our minds and always wishing you the best.
In this video, I am going to try to express what Dr. Tsai meant to me. It's going to be very difficult to encompass everything in just a few seconds, but one thing I wanted to share is just how grateful I am for, well, first, all the wonderful lessons she gave to me. They were sometimes a little scary, mostly because I knew she expected excellence, and I didn't always meet that standard. But she was also very, very supportive. I'll never forget breaking down crying in my lesson one day, and she just sat down on the bench next to me and handed me a box of tissues. She put her arm around me and said, "It's okay, Stephanie, I'm glad you're crying in here. This is a good place to cry." And I was so grateful for her support in that moment. I was a stressed out college student, but most importantly, other than the things she taught me about piano playing and how to practice and how to memorize and everything, the most important lesson she ever taught me was to forgive myself. When I was in my lessons, I would often make mistakes, and I'd be playing and stumbling over myself and saying, oh, sorry, oops, sorry. And I remember one day her telling me, "Stephanie, you need to stop saying you're sorry. Don't be so apologetic." She said, "Accept your mistake and then let it go. Just move on and keep going." And that was such a huge important lesson for me. And it's something that I've actually applied to pretty much every aspect of my life. Because if you can't forgive yourself, how can you forgive other people? Or how can you grow or move on from things? And so it's something that I am continually trying to do. And I have Dr. Tsai to thank for that. She taught me so much and has helped to build my confidence in so many areas of my life, and I'm just forever grateful for that. And I'm definitely going to miss her forever, and I will always regret that I didn't get to spend more time with her, especially after I graduated college. So here's to you, Dr. Tsai. I love you and miss you and look forward to seeing you again one day.
I'm very grateful to you for all of the musical guidance and all that you taught me when I was studying with you that I really believe helped me to get in at Cambridge. And I'm not studying piano as such here, but what you taught me a lot of things that made me not just a better pianist, but a better musician. And things that informed all the aspects of my music making. And I'm grateful that you encouraged me in all my various undertakings, composition and conducting and piano and organ and all the things that I've messed around with, that you encouraged me to explore a lot of things.
Hi everyone, greetings from Indonesia. Well, if I'm asked what is my most favorite memory with Dr. Tsai, well, to be honest, I cannot pick one. But I would say that being her student for the whole 4 years is the most memorable one. Well, she said to me many times that I'm the younger version of her. And, well, I came as an immature musician, I would say. And then we worked together for the whole process until I became not just a better musician, but also a better person, a more responsible one, and a person who has a good and positive influence towards others. Well, if you are one of her students, you know that she pushed us a lot, even beyond what we can see. But at the same time, she also taught us how to be humble, to serve others, like playing in the nursing homes, and also for others who is probably not as fortunate as us. And so we are so very thankful for that. And there's probably music playing in the background. It's one of my favorite pieces that she assigned to me, and it has so many memories in it. It's by composer Franz Liszt. The title is Valet Doberman. But anyway, for the family who has been left, although we have never met before, I would say that we are so thankful for the opportunity to be her student, and I personally, I'm very thankful for knowing her. And also we'll pray for the family as well. We believe that God has a better plan, and God has a better purpose for her and for each one of us. And so we'll pray so that God Himself will grant you peace and hope from heaven. And thank you. God bless you.